Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Safety and Security, our future project. This project is funded by OHAI, and I'm so delighted that you have all come from the different parts of the country. The purpose of this meeting is to bring us together as a community to help us understand the issues around safety and security, but also to really start building a movement whereby you start to build strategies at your regional level that can help us to respond to issues of human rights violations or issues of safety and security. As UKPC, our role is to ensure that communities are able to respond and work together in their locale, because then that also gives you the power to organize and engage at your own level.
Now that we're talking about security and safety management, most importantly, what I want us to do is to make sure that we all have a common understanding. We are not going to make any significant results if at all we have these kinds of barriers. Like, it's a mess. People are dying, they're spending nights in prison because they cannot have access to just little money, simply because it has to go through this bureaucracy of the national system. We are talking at the entity, who can be an individual or an organization or a program or any kind of entity. But the intention is to cause danger, and that danger is not only to a person. It can be an institution, it can be an organization, it can be a program, it can be a project, it can be etc. And the difference between a direct and an indirect threat: an indirect threat is not something that is necessarily directed to you. However, if it occurs to a group or a person who is similar to you in terms of shared experiences, lived realities, it could actually communicate forthcoming danger to you. Like you're renting on those kadala, like rentals. In that situation, you have to be responsible as a citizen. But for you, togambwako, you do parties every day. People come and smoke weed. Trans women, the law cannot protect you when you're committing a crime. No one is gonna come. No one will come to save you. Security starts with you. Being a transgender woman, for example, you depend on sex work, but you go in bars where you do not have any protection. No one knows where you're going, and then before you know, the possibility of you being raped, the possibility of you being murdered, etc. Spiritual demons. Yes. Sometimes you find yourselves that your life is not moving. Everything that you touch is not moving. But the people that you're sleeping with could actually be the biggest problem. They could be your biggest enemy. That is why I'm saying, go to your ancestral home. So a force field analysis is a technique in security and safety which is used to help you reflect on the forces that are either hindering or helping the achievement of the objective.
It also contributes to a longer organization lifespan. That comes to both physical and personal security, so as an organization.
Then also personal awareness. For example, you're a trans woman. There are spaces where I can cross-dress and there are spaces where I can't cross-dress.
Everyone who comes in, we have to first tell you, security begins with you. So if anything happens to you, it's not on me because I explained to you.
And the beauty with this is that it does not necessarily focus on individual actors or institutional actors, but it looks at the broader environment, including cultural, political, and other social factors, like what we have done here. So when you come in these trainings, and we try to expose you to quite a number of security and safety dimensions, you're able to go back in your organizations and act accordingly. I think at this particular point, we can agree that security management is something which is of great relevance to us.
I thank you and I wish you a wonderful deliberations for the next 5 days or this week. And of course, like I said, I have some surprises for you. I also want to thank OHAI who have supported this process, and we look forward to engage with you.